known by its map designation as Area 51.
We're now learning Area 51,
known as Area 51.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Area 51.
Thank you.
Known as Area 51.
Because Area 51 is very important.
They called him Jimmy, and everybody wanted to be his friend.
What's good? What's good? Welcome here, Area 51, here with your host Jimmy. Another day in the jungle. Give us a like, subscribe, and also share our content. And check our website, goldenhourboxing.com, for more news stories. We got everything there for you if you're a boxing fan. All right, let's get to this. Apparently, there's been a lot of rumors. I spoke into Terence Crawford's team, and I got some information related to this negotiation, so I know it's true. So that's a good sign. And as we all know, Errol Spence couldn't guarantee a fight with Terence Crawford because he couldn't actually show transparency on all the costs that are hidden within the actual event. And that's something that it would be in Terence Crawford's bill. And you have to know those costs. That's in any event. So Terence Crawford obviously did not want to take that sort of contract because, first of all, even the purse wasn't guaranteed. And Ugas got a guaranteed purse, and the excuse is, well, he was with PBC. Well, he at least got 45% of the purse, if I'm not mistaken, and Crawford's only getting 35%, and Terence Crawford's a much bigger fight for Errol Spence than Ugas, considering it's an undisputed champion. So for me, all this time, Errol Spence and PBC, they just don't want Terence Crawford, and that was confirmed also when Jaron Ennis declined a fight with Terence Crawford. That was recently. So as we can see, most of the PBC fighters, can't get it going. And you can't blame Terence Crawford for the promotional stuff, because in the end of the day, when Crawford was in Top Rank, he was with Manny Pacquiao in Top Rank. And what happened? Well, he couldn't get the fight. Why? Because Manny Pacquiao didn't want the fight. So it could never be made. Errol Spence was saying, well, Manny Pacquiao needs to get off of Top Rank because he has a boss. So Terence Crawford left. He went to BLK Promotions, guaranteed Errol Spence at least $20 million, guaranteed. Errol Spence said, nope, I'm not going anywhere that's not PBC. Well, you just said that he had to leave Top Rank. So why can't he just negotiate now? And he said he wouldn't even leave PBC for $100 million, which is absolutely nuts. So, given all the events, it just seems like, at the end of the day, PBC just doesn't want that fight. Errol Spence doesn't want to fight Crawford. But the good news is that, at the end of the day, which is interesting, this story came from Michael Benson, and as you know, he's one of the reporters here for boxing. It says Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford contract talks have reportedly now restarted, with both sides hopeful that the fight can be finalized. However, it's claimed Spence and Keith Thurman is tentatively scheduled for June 17th as a backup, according to Dallas News. Okay, so at least we got the Dallas News now is on this fight, so that's good. However, I'm a little bit concerned because having Spence and Keith Thurman as a backup, I don't know, man. That sounds a little bit weird. Keith Thurman hasn't done anything. I mean, he did beat Mario Barrios, but he was coming up for 140. And here's another thing: Keith Thurman was also in PBC, and he never wanted the Errol Spence fight. He never wanted it, so Spence could never get that fight to start with. They were both promotional companies. Keith Thurman didn't want Terence Crawford, so that fight could have never been made, whether he was in a different promotional company or whether he was in PBC. If a fighter doesn't want to take the fights, he just simply won't take them. I mean, you have to sign the contract in the end of the day. Like Mike Tyson told Bob Sapp once, sign the contract, baby. You got to sign the contract. So with all this said, I mean, a lot of us want to see undisputed in the welterweight division. I think it will be ludicrous to move up to 154 and not become undisputed. Errol Spence should be a little bit more leaning and a little bit more understanding of the situation, because Terence Crawford has gone up in weight already 3 times, 3 different weight classes, and Errol Spence has never gone up in weight in any weight class. And for him to just abandon the welterweight division and not even guarantee Crawford a payday, you know, or at least the 35%, which is still, like I said, is ludicrous. This fight should be at least 50-50. They're both going to make a shitload of money. It's for undisputed. I could understand 55-45, but more than that, like 60-40, that doesn't make any sense to me. Whether it's in Dallas or Omaha, that's going to sell out no matter where it is, okay? Or Nebraska, that's just going to sell out. Everybody's going to see that fight. So what I've heard also in some of the reports is that now Errol Spence is guaranteeing a contract. Well, baby, why didn't you guarantee it before? Why? Because, see, the thing is that Errol Spence is watching Fulton take Inoue. That's going to be an excellent fight. He's watching Ryan Garcia take on this other man, Gervonta Davis. That's a great fight. He's watching, you know, Devin Haney take on Lomachenko. That's another great fight. He watched Benavidez take on Caleb Plant. That was another excellent fight. So it's just, if you fight Keith Thurman, to me at this point is like literally fighting John Ryder, because Keith Thurman right now is just, I mean, he's really haven't been active, and he started being a poodle a long time ago and started ducking other fighters. So, you know, I'm very ashamed of said that I was a Keith Thurman fan, but it is what it is. We all learn from our mistakes, I suppose. So anyway, hopefully this fight does get made. I don't want to be hopeful for this because I already been in this shit for quite a while. I've been talking about this fight for at least like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And it's just kind of getting boring now. And I don't blame anybody but Errol Spence and Al Heyman. They have put some good cards. Al Heyman has put some good cards lately. But unfortunately, with this one, he's really fucked up. So, you know, I hopefully, you know, we can see this fight, because I know for sure Terence Crawford wants this fight. And that Alexis Rocha fight was really because Virgil Ortiz didn't want to take the fight. Jaron Ennis didn't want to take the fight either. In fact, Virgil Ortiz, we'll talk about a different one. But, man, so many people have ducked Terence Crawford in that division. Is just incredible. I mean, it's unbelievable. He was ducked before. But in welter, it really showcased why, you know, so many people fear him. I mean, it's just, and some of these fighters have a good chance to beat him, but they don't want to take the fight. So we'll see, man. June 17th, I don't know. I still think they might be negotiating for that Keith Thurman fight, but I hope I'm wrong. That's what I'm hoping. Anyway, peace out. Subscribe to our channel if you like what you hear, and also, you know, become a member of Golden Era by sharing, becoming part of community or content, and check our website goldeneraboxing.com for more news stories. Peace out to the next video, and Hagone, like the natives say. Deuces cruces.